Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurhaslin binti Anuar and my metric number is A165612. So I'm going to present about the topic of English oral speaking anxiety among third year student faculty of Social Science and Humanities in the National University of Malaysia UKM. Alright. English language is the second language in Malaysia. Most of Malaysians used to talk in English, especially who live in the urban areas. Although Bahasa Malaysia is the national language, English commonly used in working environment and education system. The lack of speaking fluently in English is one of the major factors that cause fresh graduates in Malaysia to have a low chance getting hired by employers. According to Dawn's 2013, the English language has become a part of almost everyone's life and its role have become very essential as it influences every level in society. For the objective of this study is the first objective of this study is to identify the level of oral speaking anxiety. In addition, the study is to find out the reason why students facing oral speaking anxiety and when they facing the speaking anxiety. Research question of this study. What is the level of oral speaking anxiety among third year student faculty of Social Science and Humanities FSK in the National University Malaysia UKM? And why do third year student of Faculty of Social Science and Humanities FSK in the National University of Malaysia UKM have oral speaking anxiety? For the significance of the study is the findings of this study will make people realize the anxiety level among university students in English is one of the things that we cannot look down. This study will also provide some information regarding to the factors that lead to anxiety issues. For the limitations of the study is, this study is only focused on third year FSSK students in UKM. The implication of this research might not be relevant to the other faculty in UKM. This study also focused only in small group of people which are university students. The number of respondents for this study is only 60 people, so it is too small as compared to the exact number of all the number of the third year student FSK in UKM due to time restriction where more time is needed to conduct the research under a larger scale compared to the micro scale. For the literature review of the past study that mentioned to the factors contribute to the or English oral speaking anxiety, which is first, lack of confidence. Samuelson 2011 asserted that anxiety has certain impact on student conduct. They tend to evade any chance of speaking in front of others. When they have to speak to a crowd, anxiety students will have psychological reactions such as talking too fast, stammering, and losing eye contact with listeners. For the foreign language, according to Adam 2014, situation-specific anxiety is a type of anxiety that occurs in a more specific context, such as attending foreign language class or speaking a foreign language. For the methodology, instrument that has been using is questionnaire, and the question in the section B were adapted from a set of questionnaire from the Foreign Language Classroom Anxiety FLCAS developed by Horwitz and Cope 1986, which is consists 17 items. Next, the question in the section C is adapted from a research done by Sabrina Chaudhuri 2014, which is Learners Foreign Language Speaking Anxiety, which is consists 17 items. For the participants, a set of questionnaire, which is the instrument of the study, was distributed to 60 respondents who are third-year Faculty of Social Science and Humanities students. For the data analysis and discussion, the data was collected and transferred into SPSS. The data has been analyzed to answer the objective of the study by using descriptive and inference statistics. For the data analysis and discussion, which is a question asked to the respondent, I feel very self-conscious about speaking the foreign language in front of other students. The results show that majority of students indicate that they did often feel the fear in making mistakes whenever they were asked to speak in English. The result was consistent with a statement cited in the past by Muna Taher 2005, claimed the factor where the students were afraid of being laughed at or being criticized by others due to inaccurate pronunciation or because they are timid in nature and shy to speak in front of male and female students. The biggest factor of why students are uninterested to speak in English is because of their fear in making mistakes when using that language. It is believed that the fear could come from being afraid of getting laughed by their peers. The next question asked to the respondent for the data analysis and discussion is, I get nervous and confused when I have to speak in my language class. Most of them feel nervous when they had to speak in the English. The result was consistent with a statement cited in the past. A study conducted by Nazir Ahmad 2017. Overall findings show that the students at tertiary level experience foreign language classroom anxiety due to foreign language speaking classroom activities. For example, one of the factors shown from the study is interlanguage phonology, where students tend to compare their speaking fluency with other students, and they feel anxious as the other will laugh at their poor pronunciation and inefficiency in the structure of the target language. It is because anxiety in speaking can influence the production of the language and it makes someone sound less fluent than their real capability. Therefore, it is crucial for tutors and teachers to create an environment that is conducive to make students feel less nervous and perform better in the language. The next question asked to the respondent is, I get nervous when I don't understand every word the language lecturer says. The results show that they did sometimes feel that way. According to Salami Aidin 2004, Daniel Yu Qing Chan and Guo Cheng Wu 2004, Muna Tahir 2005, Salami Aidin 2008, Nazir Ahmad 2017. The other factors associated is fear of making error, fear of failing, unprepared for the lesson, teacher correction, worry about being understood or not, shyness and low self-esteem. They tend to be silent because they are worried of not understanding the situation or the context of the conversation. The next question is, respondents were asked about, I believe that my peers are more fluent in speaking English than me. Most of the respondents are agree that they doesn't have a confidence to speak in English among their peers. This study was consistent with one of the past study by Rajantran Prakash and Hussein 2009, added that ESL students were more anxious in their speaking class, especially when speaking to native speaker or in front of a large audience. So for the conclusion is, in the nutshell, English speaking skill is not an easy skill to be mastered. However, Nowadays, we need to know how to speak in English smoothly to broaden our opportunity to be selected as an employee in the future. Due to that, it is vital for teachers to practice new alternatives if the recent one did not work. This is to improve the development of English speaking skill among students towards a fluent English speakers. Thank you. That's all from me.